Yesterday alone saw 5 shootings in which 4 or more people were struck, according to the Gun Violence Archive, which tracks the awful tally. The July 4th toll includes 9 people wounded at a celebration in the nation's capital. The extended holiday weekend has already been an especially violent one, with 20 people killed in mass shootings. The violence out by an individual police say was heavily armed and wearing a ballistic vest. It's where we start tonight with George Solis.
Tonight, new details emerging as accused shooter, 40-year-old Kim Brady Carragher, appeared in a Philadelphia court, facing multiple charges for the July 3rd rampage that police say killed 5, including 15-year-old DeJuan Brown. His grandmother, Odessa Brown, heartbroken, saying her grandson was killed while trying to help another gunshot victim.
What's going through your mind?
It's horrible. Just to know that my baby's going out for no reason.
2 children were also injured, but according to police, the shooter fired more than 50 rounds aimlessly, including at a Jeep, inside a mom and her 3 young children.
Her twin boys in the back seat, one of them suffered injury from the glass, and the other suffered gunshot wounds to his leg. And her 10-year-old daughter, who was not struck, thankfully.
The shooter was heavily armed with an AR-15 style rifle and handgun, wearing a ski mask and bulletproof vest, according to investigators. Authorities say some who live with Carragher say the shooter frequently wore a bulletproof vest. And now authorities saying the shell casings recovered at the scene match shell casings found at the home, along with a handgun, ammunition, and a will.
I believe they thought he was getting more and more agitated as the days were passing, and their way of dealing with it was just to avoid it and not interfere with him.
According to the city's Office of the Controller, in Philadelphia, there have been 190 fatal shootings this year. Philly Mayor Jim Kenney calling for gun reform at a news conference today that was planned before Monday's mass shooting.
Make no mistake, the root of the problem is the proliferation of guns in our city and in our country. Guns are the common denominator in every single shooting.
Another victim was 31-year-old Joseph Wama Jr. His family emotional today as they remembered their loved one.
He was gorgeous inside and out. I'm going to miss that beautiful smile. I really am.
And George, you have some late-breaking details on the suspect in this case tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Lester. I'm just getting this information. Police say the shooter is believed to be mentally ill and made several social media posts about guns. According to a senior law enforcement official, the shooter has not entered a plea and is being held without bail tonight. Lester?
George Solis, thank you. Now to a mystery at the White House. An investigation underway to figure out who brought a small bag of cocaine into the West Wing. Kelly O'Donnell now with the latest on that.
Tonight, a Secret Service investigation is focused just steps beyond those iconic West Wing doors to find out who had access to this secure area and left behind an illegal drug in a small plastic baggie. Test results back today confirm it was cocaine, officials say. Found Sunday night in a common area where staff and visitors store personal belongings like cell phones before stepping closer to the heart of the president's office space.
The president thinks it's very important to get to the bottom of this.
Sources familiar with the investigation say the baggie is still at the lab to determine if fingerprints or DNA can be detected and to do a full chemical analysis of the contents. Investigators are also reviewing video surveillance and visitor logs.
When people visit the West Wing, there is the area of the West Wing where it is highly traveled, and that is what happens. People come through this particular area, it's highly traveled.
The West Wing lobby is often included in private tours led by White House employees. Officials say those tours were done Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before the baggie was found. The Biden family was at Camp David.
Let the Secret Service do their job. It's under their purview.
Officials point out that all White House visitors are screened to detect weapons or dangerous chemicals that could be used to harm others.
Kelly joining me now. Kelly, what are the expectations the Secret Service will be able to find the individual responsible?
Well, Lester, officials are tamping down expectations. Unless forensic evidence is found, like DNA, they say they may not be able to solve this because the baggie is so small, video surveillance may not have captured the incident. Lester?
All right, Kelly, thank you.